Hey everybody, Jason at Bog Road Honey, down in the apiary today. Very behind me. We're going to do a mite check today. So what we use is the sugar shake method, I guess you would call it. There's another method called the alcohol wash, and I'll explain to you why I use this when I get to it. So here it is. Hold on a second. Mason jar, this is plastic, screened lid, some water, a scooper if you need it, empty bucket, and some powdered sugar. So I'll show you how to use that in a minute. Let me get the bees ready. All right, so the first part of this, excuse me, is to secure your queen. So I just secured the queen. Here she is, Her Majesty, in this queen cage. So you can see her there. They obviously don't like it. So I'm gonna put her back in so that she can be tended to. So you have your bucket. You're gonna put it on the edge here. You got your scoop ready. Maybe your bee cup. You'll find a frame full of brood. I'm just going to use the ones on the outside here. This is a relatively good frame of brood. So position the bucket over the main chamber here, and then you're going to shake. You get them down into your cup here. That's about 300 bees, and then pour them into your other cup. So here's all your bees that you need. It doesn't make them happy, but they so you set them aside, let them calm down for a minute, and then once they're calmed down, I'll start it back up and show you how to test them. All right. So we've separated from the hive, which is over there. They still in here, and what you're going to do is take your hive tool, some powdered sugar, and knock it down in so it covers all the bees. All right. So once you get all your bees covered or the sugar in, you're gonna kind of make sure they're all covered. They all have to be covered for this. So the next part, I'll tell you, it just looks mean, I guess, but they have a hard exoskeleton, so it doesn't actually hurt them. So we have to shake the mites out for a minute. So here's what that looks like. All right, so we're gonna set them aside, let them calm down. For obvious reasons, that doesn't make them happy. But what we're gonna do with our water, I can already see one that had fallen off, but we're gonna dilute the sugar in the water, and then we're gonna look for mites. Alright, so I tried to pick it up, but it actually crushed it, which is fine, because they don't need to be living. So I had one out of 300, so it's actually really good. We did treat in before we put the honey supers on, so I didn't expect to find many. If we did, we'd have a problem. So 1 out of the whole 300 is a relatively low number. Varroa mites are a really big problem with honeybees, at least in the United States. They can push a colony out of a hive as well as kill the bee or cause other viruses such as deformed wing virus. So we got to treat it, stay on top of it. Here in Vermont, the news just did an article about Varroa mites and how people aren't treating them and how they should be treating, and listed the problems, at least so the public knows about it now too. So Vermont requires us to be registered apiaries. We are a registered apiary. We have 2 registered locations under our apiary number, so we are good to go on that. If you have any questions, let me know. Send it in the comments below. Give us a like and hit subscribe if you want to keep following our videos. So I'm going to put the bees back. I'll show you what that looks like. 1 second. They have calmed down relatively well. So all you got to do after, take them off, take the lid off. So their friends find them rather interesting. And help them clean them off. You can see that they are attending to the queen. So that kind of creates a problem for us because we gotta get her out without damaging her. So hopefully we can do that. Let me know if you have any questions. See you next time. Hey, so what I actually forgot to mention in the last one, we're on to testing our second hive here, but what I forgot to mention in the last one, the other method of testing is an alcohol wash. I don't like that one because it kills the bees that you test. So you're killing about 300 bees when we're already short on bees. That's why I use this. It doesn't kill them, and they don't mind the sugar. So this one is from our roundworm hive. It's not producing like I would want it to, so I'm going to try some things different up in the honey super. I got to change some brood frames around, so when I get back to that, we'll be back. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming, or the powdered sugar coming out, but they're doing a pretty good job venting themselves. They look pretty angry though.